Welcome, guys. Thank you for coming on my invitation. I appreciate for giving time for my initiative. Um, this is a presentation on how I'll be guiding people to, explore their dreams of starting their own business in just 5 lakh rupees. So, uh, मैंने एक ब्लॉग स्टार्ट किया है जिसका नाम है किचन स्थान, राइट? So Kitchen Stan, what is Kitchen Stan? Kitchen Stan is going to help people to start their own cloud kitchen setup by helping them giving digital solutions, right? So for example, a person has started his own house kitchen or a home kitchen. He will be or she will be approaching me to guide them initially. So first of all, I'll be a consultant to them, and then later on I'll be helping them establish a digital footprint. So मैं उनको website बना के दूंगा, मैं उनको digital support करके दूंगा, right? I'll be giving them complete digital support in terms of lead management, push and pull strategy for website, and also increasing the online presence of setup. So welcome to Kitchen Stan, and please do visit my blog site, that is www.kitchenstan.com, right? So let's begin. So as I've told you, this is like support to the cloud kitchen, but not limited to. I'll be also helping out startup restaurants to help them do the marketing stuff online. So before starting this presentation, I would like to tell you some story regarding this, right? Uh, एक कपल था जो जॉइंट फैमिली में रहता था, राइट? You guys had to tell me who these guys are. These guys are a big name in the market right now. So उनका कुछ family issue हुआ. They used to stay with joint family. Now the couple has to go away from the family and start from their own. They don't have anything. Housewife को सिर्फ मूंग की दाल बनानी आती थी. But the show must go on, right? So housewife, she used to cook moong ki dal, and then the husband used to go places to places to sell it, right? These guys has been a huge success doing that common thing, starting from delivering the moong dal to houses. They have a big name now in the market. Can you guys guess what is the name of the company now? Chat me, you can type in and tell me what's the name of the company. Anyone? In chat, you can type in chat box. No, it's not box set, Rajat. It's not box set. So the name of company is our own fame of Nagpur. It's Haldiram. So Haldiram has started their business from moong dal. So their main important variant is for snacks is moong dal ka, that package that they sell in the market. So this is how you can like start your own business. You don't need much of an investment for that thing. You just need uh, passion for food, whatever you are good in, plus you want to start by your own. So you need to have that entrepreneur, kida in you, that I want to start my own business. So how to set up your kitchen in just rupees 5 lakh would be my giving that kind of positivity to people who has been stuck because of the lockdown. मैंने देखा है काफी बड़े रेस्टोरेंट्स जो है वो shut down हो गए just because they didn't have that like kind of plan B with them. What if this big setup of mine doesn't work? What is my plan B? So in short, cloud kitchens are nothing but your virtual kitchens who which will like cut your initial investment of spending too much on the place, too much on the cutlery part, too much on the ambience part. So cloud kitchen is nothing but your virtual kitchen setup wherein you will be only serving people on online basis, right? So it may be through your Swiggy, Zomato, or you have your own online delivery setup using different approaches, right? So it may be डायरेक्टली कॉल कर लो आप, या फिर किसी को एसएमएस भेज के कर सकते हो, या फिर इवन यू कैन लॉन्च इट थ्रू जस्ट लाइक डंजो हैज डन, लाइक व्हाट्सएप पे यू कैन टेक orders. So it's like the aim is to start very slowly, gradually, and then to pick up the business like never before, right? So I'll be giving some few examples. So for example, Fasos is the best brand who has like utilized this concept of cloud kitchen setup. They have been run by Rebel Foods, under which all these brands come in, right? So Fasos has started with just one ingredient with the brand, that is wraps initially, and then they have given options to their clients in terms of biryani, in terms of ball, in terms of box set. They have customized the menu. So the plan is to start with something that you're good in, like, so for example, somebody is good in biryani, somebody is good in South Indian food. You start with what you're good at, and then gradually through analytics, through feedback from your customer, that what do you like to have some more, you add on to it. People have like big brands like Ola and Uber are like going to launch big in cloud kitchen setup. So moving on, as I've told you, it's a very low risk investment business. As low as you can say 4 lakh to 5 lakh rupees is enough to start off your cloud kitchen setup. It requires very less space, less employees as that of restaurants and all, and it's a risk-free method. If something fails, so for example, if in a big restaurant something is failing, there's a very limited time to cope up with that thing. So come back करना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है, but if it's in your cloud kitchen setup, you can mix and match and try out different ingredients. So for example, अगर मेरा South Indian नहीं चल रहा है, I can try my hand using the same kitchen setup to the different cuisines, you can say Chinese or something like that. So it just required minimum investment, and it's a very risk-free business. So as I've told you, as compared to your dine-in restaurant setup, this is a high profit margin business. Cloud kitchen का कम से कम 35 to 40% revenue profit revenue आता है as compared to restaurant. As you know, क्योंकि restaurant में inventory ज़्यादा होती है, you have to pay out salaries and all, and then there are maintenances also. So the business is risk free, plus it gives a high profit return. So I'll just give you what are the basic requirements to start a cloud kitchen setup. कुछ नहीं, एक मिनिमम टू मिनिमम आपको 300 से 500 स्क्वायर फीट वाली एक प्रॉपर्टी चाहिए. इफ यू हैव योर ओन प्रॉपर्टी, दैट इज लाइक वेल एंड गुड. इफ यू डोंट हैव इट, you can rent out a property in a very place where you can find a good rent. So for example, if you are renting a property or in a place where you are pertaining to people who are in a TG of student and young TG, so आप college campuses के पास में आपका cloud kitchen setup कर सकते हैं. If you are catering to a vegetarian diet food setup, then you can find your place in places where people eat vegetarian food. So researching in terms of where to find your property, so that is that thing. Minimum से minimum आपको 25,000 रुपए महीना लगेगा. So I would save 75,000 for 3 months, right? Secondly, hygiene. The place has to be hygiene, because आपको आगे चल के when you go for the documentation and licenses and all, you would have to like keep the place very hygienic, because then only you will be getting that certificate for hygiene, right, which is very mandatory here. Third is staff has to be, so for example, if you're a housewife, you can start it from your own, like taking 10 to 15 deliveries per day, which is manageable. But if you are like getting much better orders than that I've mentioned, आप एक experienced chef ले सकते हो, hire कर सकते हो. Along with that, you will need a helper and a cleaner. That's it. You are done for a cloud kitchen setup, and so you can start your delivery setup with that. So third is the location of cloud kitchen setup. As I've told you, जहाँ पे आपको deliver करना है, जहाँ पे आपका TG है, there only you have to, because there is a limitation for delivery, because this is only delivery only business model. So you have to be in under 2 to 10 kilometers of range of your target market, right? And I also, as I've mentioned, that veg and non-veg preference of a TG has to be considered. You cannot be selling veg menu to the locality where they are eating a vegetarian food, right? So these are some basic requirements of cloud kitchen setup. Coming back to what are the documentation, so कोई भी cloud kitchen setup करने से पहले you have to clear all the documentation, right? उसके अलावा you will not be able to run your online orders using your aggregators like Swiggy, Zomato, or by yourself. So first of all, the most important is the FSI. FSI is your Food Safety and Standard of India certificate. The next is a TIN number, tax identification, because you will be transacting online. Then, so here GST registration becomes important. Fire licenses तो आपको यहीं से मिल जाएगा, local जो fire station है, you can approach them and ask for they'll give you the certification just like that. And then third is municipal health licenses, because current pandemic situation also asks for keeping the hygiene of kitchen setup. My suggestion here is to take, like, if you go for individually applying for whole the license thing, you will be consuming whole lot of time here. So basically you can avail the agencies, agencies होती है जो ये सब licenses बना के देती है. They'll at minimum to minimum they'll take 15,000 rupees for getting all your licenses here, right? So these are the bare minimum checklist that you should have before you start cloud kitchen setup, right? So cloud kitchen hai, so that means you have to be strong hold with your digital setup, right? Digital as in you should have minimum of a website with you. You cannot be entirely dependent on your aggregators for your visibility campaign or pushing your local TG. So for example, अगर मैं Facebook में local campaign चलाता हूँ, so for example, if I'm staying in X area and I want to do the campaigning and branding in particular area, I have to have a website to do the Google Maps and algorithm, all that thing. So that is an analytic part wherein I can push my daily discounting, or also the campaign based discounting angle here. Second is POS based billing. POS का software आपको खरीदना पड़ेगा. And then third is card readers. Card readers, yes, because आगे चल के if your setup is going good and you're like having established cloud kitchen, people would be coming for a takeaway as well, right? So as you can see, Boxset has a takeaway thing. Fresh Menu has a takeaway thing, right? So you need to have that card reader with you for that thing. So here there are two things that is there. अगर आप basic setup करा रहे हो जहाँ पे एक ही kitchen equipment से आप सारे चीजों को cater in कर रहे हो, so in that, for example, pizza, अगर आपके इसमें cloud kitchen में pizza बनता है, burger बनता है, sandwich, so you will be required a basic common equipment. So इसमें आपका expenditure कम होगा. But if you are choosing a niche, so for example, if you're starting with an Italian or Spanish restaurant or any Mediterranean kind of setup, you will be investing more on like equipments and all, right? Swiggy and Zomato are only two players who are like going to help out people who are starting their own cloud kitchen, right? But they are very costly. They take at around 30 to 10 to 30% ka revenue share for your single order, right? So this is a huge chunk of money they are taking just to take an delivery. So for example, previously I've told you if you're starting small, you can hire one delivery boy as well, but provided that you have that much amount of online delivery coming to you, right? Um, so as I've already mentioned, you important is to have at least a minimum blog site or a website to start your online delivery, because what will happen, you know, if you are entirely dependent on Swiggy and Zomato, they'll not be giving you any data जैसे कि कौन से एरिया से कौन सा ऑर्डर ज्यादा आ रहा है, क्या इंग्रेडिएंट का कौन सा डिमांड है, कौन से आइटम का सबसे ज्यादा, they don't share this kind of data with the vendors. So to gather this kind of, you know, and also it is mandatory in this digital world to have your own brand. You older have your own presence, you know, on a digital platform. So website is the first step for, you know, establishing your stronghold or strong digital presence here. So as I've mentioned everything here, what is Kitchenistan going to, you know, offer to the TG that I'm talking about? The TG can be your, you know, a person who wants to open their own restaurant but don't have minimum amount of money that has been needed to open a restaurant. Restaurant opening requires a huge chunk of expenditure. It ranges from 50 lakh to crore, and it goes on. It depends on what menu you serve, but here, Kitchenstan is going to help people to start minimum to minimum with a marketing budget of 18 to 20,000, you can say, for setting up a website, for starting up their own online presence, and also to, you know, give that kind of lead generation on automation initially for any website to cater to, right? So these are some of the touch points that I'll be Kitchen Stan is going to cater to. First is website, then there's marketing leads and automation, then there's social media campaigns, because cloud kitchen needs, you know, it is a very hyper local business model wherein you have to target your local areas. So local areas में अगर आपको target करना है तो social media campaign has been there, right? Email marketing, when you start gathering people, you have 100 customer, you start sending them discounting, you start doing your, you know, affiliate, you know, you refer this menu or you refer this order, you will get 50% in your next, you know, kind of order. So this kind of campaign has to be with your in your marketing game, and you need to do this initially, because what is happening is that food business doesn't have any kind of loyalty. If you're giving a discount, if I am giving 50% discount and my competitor is giving 20% discount, he will not be thinking much about me. So the main game is to have a good hold on your food that you are offering, and second is you should be like visible to your audience always, because what I have ordered today and I have been liking it, there are very good chances that next time I'll be ordering, I'll be thinking of the brand that I've been touch base with. So your first audience would be your next audience. That has to be make sure with your digital marketing, and this is where Kitchenistan is going to help people out. Uh, coming back to my point where I've told that the basic budget would be around 5 lakh rupees. So here are my, you know, basic costing elements that I've, so rent I've told you is 25,000 rupees per month. So taking that for 3 months, it would be around 75,000. Equipments. So basically the main cost here is will be of equipments only, and also depending on the cuisine. As I've told you, if you take a basic cuisine, it will cost like basic. I'm taking a generic value of 2.5 lakhs. Licensing ka, if you are taking from the agencies, it will be a minimum bare minimum 15 to 20,000. Staff ka, if you're taking one chef and two helper, then chef would be coming at around 12,000 to 15,000 rupees, and helpers you can you know, take one or two, which will be like depending on the city that you are being working on, it will be one or two. So 5-6 हजार में वो भी आ जाएगा. Second is software जिसमें billing आपका होगा, and the sixth is working capital. So for example, if you're starting initially 3-4 months, you will be having that kind of money to start with. या ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि आज मैंने start किया तो एक हफ्ते में मेरे को 2 लाख रुपए आ गए. So you have to have that, you know, reserve money to withhold your daily expenses. So for example, एक हफ्ते में मुझे 5,000 लग रहे हैं, तो उसमें मुझे अपने सारे इन्वेंटरीज मैनेज करने पड़ेंगे. So that is why I've kept 550,000 for working capital. And the marketing budget. So marketing budget may includes packaging as well, because packaging plays a very important role if you're running a cloud kitchen. Look at the packaging what Passos and Boxed are giving. They're giving a complete lunch box. Even myself, when I go to office and I don't bring my lunch box tiffin with me, I order from lunch box. They give so customized packaging to a person who's ordering, and that too in a very bare minimum cost effective manner. So packaging उसका वो उसमें marketing budget में आ जाएगा, and then your website and everything comes under that thing. So here is the cost sheet that I've made for 5.2 lakh. This is considering everything I have considered here to be in a very locality which is a tier 2 tier 1 city locality. So these are all miscellaneous and billing software is considered. I will also the marketing budget for 1 lakh rupees. Miscellaneous I have kept because if you are setting a cloud kitchen, you will also need some kind of internet support, a telephone connection, and different stationery materials as well. So 40,000 was added because of that thing. So total cost come under is like 5.72, which is like up and down comes around 5 lakh rupees. So this is about the cost sheet. So yes, and then all you need is a passion for food, an entrepreneurial spirit, and a unique food style to start up your own cloud kitchen. So this is all you need, and a bit of money to launch your own setup, जिसको आजकल के लैंग्वेज में बोलते हैं कि खुद का धंधा स्टार्ट करना है. For them, this is a better way to, because and this pandemic has made people do many interesting thing like starting up their own because they have lost their job. So this is a very interesting business line which somebody with a food passion can start up with, right? So for more information, I'll be conducting such sessions with you guys. These are my touch points. I'm started with the website, and these are my Telegram link. So guys, please follow me and keep up with your into for this thing. Thanks for keeping up with me. So let's discuss. If anybody has any doubt, we can like take the questions here now.
So there are a lot of different models for cloud kitchen.
Yes,
so
yes.
If I don't have any background of any restaurant or anything, what model would you suggest me so that it would help me to get a good revenue as soon as possible?
Yeah. So thanks a lot, Kalpak. So there are different types of cloud kitchen setups that are there. Single brand, virtual restaurant, multi-brand cloud, shared kitchen spaces, aggregated managed, and operator managed. So what your question is, from where you want to start? Like so I'll suggest single brand standalone kitchen wherein you just need 300 to 500 square feet of area, which will give you bare minimum of 20 to 25,000 rupees rent. And if you have your own property somewhere in a target market area, that will be cost zero for you. You can set up your own kitchen in that property as well. So either you rent out a property, and if you already have a property, that is a good to go thing to start with.
But eventually, if I'll start fresh, so I'll have to put a lot of money in marketing.
No,
because I don't have any brand identity or any known product or anything.
So to cater to your question, I'll be sharing one more thing. So as your question says, what would be like chunk of money where it will be going, right? So Kalpak, your money would be invested mainly in equipments and your marketing budget. The rest of that you can manage here. So when you're saying you have to put in a lot of money, you will have to look into what kind of niche you are getting into. So for example, अगर आप राजमा चावल से start कर रहे, तो I don't think you will be requiring much of an investment initially in equipment. वो तो आप bare minimum छोटे-छोटे कम वाले equipment चालू कर सकते हो. But if you are saying that if you want to start with Chinese or multi-cuisine, then you will be requiring this kind of equipment investment like 2 to 3 lakh rupees.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
So you said that you will help in digital marketing in
Yeah.
local area. So
Yeah.
exactly what kind of digital marketing?
So
I mean, through the SMS or through the FB or what kind of?
So, Jyoti, so my vision is to help out people who are basically my target audience is housewives, but also not confined to housewife. I can also cater to people who are starting in, skeptical about starting or who just have money but they don't know where to start, right? So I'll be giving them support in terms of establishing their online presence, in terms of giving and developing a good website for them, giving a creative solution in terms of what kind of route that they'll be taking. So, for example, if I'm a homely food brand kind of thing, I'll be tapping into giving a customized solution to people who are working from home right now, whose spouses are not there, who are alone. So such kind of target marketing creative route would be taken here, and likewise the localized targeting of Facebook and Instagram campaign would be taken off, along with giving a fair amount of visibility with our aggregator that are already there, which is Swiggy and Zomato, right? So that they'll be getting a kickstart when they're starting it. They should not be getting start that I'm not getting an order. So we'll be opening different digital routes here for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
So digital marketing is important, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
तो डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में सिर्फ एफबी इंस्टाग्राम और कुछ वे है जिससे हम कर सकते हैं?
So there are different ways. The new thing is that there are different website routes that we will be taking. So we'll be doing a website automation here, wherein if you visit a website that has already been branded somewhere on a social media or somewhere, website bot would be popping up. A person just have to enter his number, what are his orders, and what is his address. That will be sufficient enough for a food start owner to route the online address and all, and then keep that order to a defined destination.
If I give you the brief, then you will crack that brief and you will give me the all the details related to digital marketing.
Yeah, we'll be working as an agency, just like when an agency works through different campaign routes. Specific requirement would be taken from the client, and that would be sufficed using my experience in digital marketing and marketing. So that would be the clients would be given a customized solution. Yeah.
Okay, fine. ठीक है.
So guys, I guess that is it. Thank you so much for your time, and please do watch out for more things coming up from Kitchen Stan in next session that will be coming up with, right?
Okay.
So
Thank you
so much. Thanks a lot for your time. Happy Diwali.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Happy Diwali. Thank you. All the best. Bye.